In the previous movie, I showed you how to create a do-while loop, which runs while a condition is true. In this movie, I'll show you the do-until loop, which runs until a condition is true. So again, a do-while loop runs while a condition is true, and the do-until loop runs until a condition is met. As an example, let's suppose that you want to display every product name and cost in a table, stopping only when you get to the end of the file. That's a perfect use for a do-until loop. So for this movie, we'll use the do-until loop code module, which is here in the navigation pane. I'll double-click it. The code module contains a single subroutine called do-until loop, and I define myR as a record set variable, and then I set that variable to the products table. Now I can create a do-until loop that will loop through each of the records in the table until we reach the end of the file. So I'll just click in the white space above nsub and start typing. And the code is do until, then a space, now myR, which again is the products table, period, and then EOF. The EOF property indicates the end of file. So we'll keep going until we hit the end of file marker. Press enter twice and then tab once so that I shift this line of code over to the right to indicate it is within a loop. Now what I want to do is to display a message box displaying the product name and the product cost. So for that, it's MSG BOX space myR, again the products table, exclamation point, left square bracket, and then the name of the first field, the one that contains the product name, and that is PRODUCTNAME, no spaces. So it's product name with no space between the words, then a right square bracket. Now I want to concatenate other values together, so I'll type in ampersand, a space, then double quotes, and a comma and a space, then double quotes, a space, another ampersand, and then the value in the product cost field. So that will be myR, again, that's the products table, an exclamation point indicating I'm about to type a field, and that field name goes inside square brackets, so left square bracket, and then product cost, again, all one term, PRODUCTCOST, and a right square bracket, and press enter. Once the message box has been displayed and cleared, I want to move to the next record in the record set. For that, we use the move next method. So myR, period, move next, and press enter twice and backspace once, and we can close out the loop, LOOP, and a down arrow. So again, this code will point at the products table and display every product name and the associated product cost from the same row, and it will do so until it reaches the end of the file. So now I can run the code, press F5, we get garlic 12.5, click OK, basil, jalapeno, lemon, mandarin, rosemary, and we're done. You could also put the condition on the loop line at the bottom of the do-until loop. If you do, then the code runs once and then checks the controlling condition at the end of the loop. You should be very careful though. If you define a condition that can't be met, your code might run indefinitely. If that happens, you can press either Control-C or the escape key to stop your code from running forever.